Welcome, family, friends, and other distinguished guests. Yes, this is the holiday season, so happy holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. Or if you don't celebrate anything, happy life. You know, it's a good time to be alive. New Year's around the corner. So definitely make you some New Year goals and set some New Year resolutions and really start the New Year great. Yes. But if you aren't familiar with this show already, this is the recap show. This is a show where I'm going to recap all my Moneyline picks that I gave out on my previous show, which was the Week 16 preview show. And I'm going to tell you how I finished up. So, spoiler alert, end up going 10-5. I did not include the Rams and Seahawks game just because I got that information out there late. I was a little sick that previous week, and I just recorded it late. But when I did record it, it was halftime, and I said I was rolling with the Seahawks. It was 13-7 at halftime, and really, when the fourth quarter came around, it was 30-14 at the start of the fourth. So, I'm not going to include it because I said I'm not going to include it. But if I did, that would have bumped me up to 11-5. But nevertheless, this game was awesome. Seahawks came back in a major fashion. They converted 3 2-point conversions in a row in the fourth quarter in OT. Sam Darnold, even though he threw a couple interceptions, he ended up with a solid game. Had 270 yards with 2 touchdowns. And Stanford balled out as well. Over 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. But, this is the second time where Darnold hasn't really been playing well against the Rams, and their defense kept them in the game. And I know the first game they ended up dropping due to a long field goal, but this game they ended up winning. So that really speaks volumes to this Seahawks team. They're the most complete team in the NFL. Special teams, offense, defense. And they're going to find a way to get it done. And more times than not, they're going to be in the game than out the game. Next game, this was a win for me. Anybody could have predicted this. But the Eagles didn't really show too much during this game, if I'm being honest. I mean, they run game looked like they heating up. Saquon had a big game, 132 yards, 1 touchdown. Bigsby got in there. He scored a touchdown. But this passing game still looks pretty flat. They're finally feeding AJ, so he's not going to be throwing no temper tantrums on the sideline. So, that's going to be good going into a playoffs team, going off to playoff time. But just like I said previously, nobody's scared of this Eagles team. They know if you can, force this team to pass the ball, mistakes could be had. In terms of the Commanders, the Commanders is just a hurt team. Mariota ended up getting hurt, and then Josh Johnson or Josh Jackson? I don't know what his name is. But the third string quarterback came in. As soon as he came in, they threw an interception. So this Eagles win don't really hold too much weight for me just because they was playing the Commanders and Mariota got hurt this game. Next game, I done told you about them Bears. Bad down. We you know what I'm saying? We putting belt to these boys, man. The Iceman is here. So if you're not familiar who the Iceman is, that's Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? Got ice in his veins. He stayed coming up in the clutch. Got it done again. 250 yards. And another 2 touchdowns. So yeah, he got that clutch gene, got that clutch factor. Even though this game was way too close to comfort, just given that Love got knocked out the game and Jacobs was already hurt. And, he didn't have a great game. So to have, 2 backups with Emmanuel Wilson and Malik Willis kind of tear us up like that, it's something I really don't like to see. But a win is a win. But that's going to be something to look out for going forward. Because I don't know how we defend these dual threat quarterbacks. Tyler Huntley was giving us troubles when we played the Ravens early in the season. So, but we got the win. We're going to keep it rolling. Next game, this was an L for me. I was expecting the Cowboys to show a little fight, but I think they was looking at that Saturday game where the Eagles won, and they was like, hey, we're not going no longer going to be in the playoffs, so why try? And yeah, this defense didn't show up once again. Justin Herbert, he just did anything he wanted with them. The man, Justin Herbert looking like an MVP candidate, but he most likely won't win MVP. But yeah, he had 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, another touchdown on the ground, another 42 rushing on the ground. So yeah, he killed it. Shout out to Herbert for that one. Next game was another L for me. Was not expecting JJ McCarthy to have more yards than Jackson Dart. Like, the headset had to be on with this game. Like, there's no way you can tell me that Jackson Dart only had 33 passing yards and only 7 rushing yards. Like, the headsets are on. Like, no way that he has that stat line. And, like, that defense ended up even scoring a touchdown. So, the whole Giants did not score a touchdown. The offense did not do anything. I think it was halftime, and Jackson Dart still didn't have any passing yards. So, very, very strange game. The Vikings backup quarterback still ended up getting in the game, and the Giants still lost. So, I think this is a conscious effort to get that top pick between them and the Raiders. So, I expect the Giants to keep losing games just because, like, that emotional state, losing all those players, and as well as it's just too much disorganization in the front office. As game, anybody could have predicted this. Bengals kept it rolling. They put up 0 points the last game, so they had to put up a show in this game. Chase Brown had 3 touchdowns. Joe Burrow, finally had a game where he didn't throw multiple interceptions. And they was playing the Dolphins. Did not know Tua. They benched Tua. So that's going to be some interesting to see where he ends up going. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Vikings. I know Kevin O'Connell, he seems like he prefer a veteran quarterback. And, even though Tua got some limitations, when you got Jefferson and Addison on that field, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So I could see Tua going to the Vikings, and that'd be a pretty good look. But yeah, this looks like the end of Tua. Got benched for Quentin Ewers, and Quentin Ewers just looked the baddest. Tua, he had 2 interceptions against a soft defense like the Bengals. So I don't know what the Dolphins is gonna do. And definitely got to bring in some more talent in the quarterback position. Maybe they go out and holler at Mac Jones. He had a pretty good few games for the 49ers. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the offseason. I'm excited to see what the Dolphins got. They still got Achane, still got Waddle. So, they can still hang in with some teams. Next game. Panthers continue to trend where they lose one, win one, lose one. So they won this one against the Buccaneers, and Bryce Young, he another comeback win for him, another game-winning drive. So even though he's been up and down all season, he got this win. It's all that matters. It's a weak division, so trying to make that playoff push. In terms of the Buccaneers, looks like Baker's cooked, 145 yards. He had a pretty decent game in the rushing department, but still, he's not really moving the ball down the field like that. Lost against the Panthers. Yeah, this Buccaneers team looks like they lost control of this division, and I don't know. Maybe Baker's the problem. I know Liam Cohen left, so that was a huge shift in how they're going to run their offense. And they had injuries all this season. So, maybe they need another year. But, Mike Evans, he's probably going to be gone. He's old, and he's getting hurt a lot more often. So, this Buccaneers, it seems like this is going to be the end of the Buccaneers. Next game, Jets and the Saints. Saints got that win as expected. Tyler Solick is looking really, really good. I must say. I know that pick was highly criticized when he was, coming out. People thought they should have selected Shador, but Tyler Sawyer is showing his worth. He's definitely an order quarterback, so you can kind of tell the way when he plays the game. He plays the game like a little bit more cerebral. He makes a little more dicey decisions, and yeah, he carved them up. Had 308 yards, 1 touchdown. Olave, he had 10 catches, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. So this Saints team is looking like a real threat. Not this season, but of course next season. I think they can probably take this division. The Panthers not really on nothing. Looks like the Buccaneers is on their way down, and the Falcons, they're going to be without Penix for a good part of this upcoming season. So you can't really trust Kirk Cousins. So I can see a path where the Saints can win this division next year, as long as they get a quality running back. So I know they played the Jets. They just had a soft showing of Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall paired with Alvin Kamara, if he does come back, will be a pretty good backfield that can win them that division. Next game, this game was way too close for comfort. Was expecting the Bills to run away with this more in a convincing fashion. But yeah, this just speaks to the lack of weapons that the Bills got. Josh Allen looked like he got a little hurt this game, and it's just James Cook. And, he had a good game running up and down the field with him, 2 touchdowns. But they need some more offensive weapons. They have they got no threats in the wide receiver department. Keon Coleman steady being a healthy scratch, and you can't keep depending on these tight ends to get it done. And they almost let a lackluster team like the Browns win this game. So this Bills team is definitely in trouble. The Chiefs is out the way, so they probably feel like they got a little bit more juice. But it just seems like their window is closing and closing, and a lot of these new and upcoming teams is showing out. Speaking of the Chiefs, man. When it rains, it pours. Gardner Minshew tore his ACL in this game, and the Titans came on top. Figured the Titans were going to win. Anytime you lose your leader, Pat Mahomes, and early in that game you lose your second-string quarterback, you're going to lose the game. But Cam Ward, he put together a good game, over 220 yards. Another 100-plus game for Tony Pollard. So that's 3 games. Where he went 3 games back-to-back where he had over 100 yards. So I'm not sure what the incentives are for Tony Pollard, but he's playing like he's trying to get some more money, or maybe he's running like he has to reach some type of number at the end of the season. Because where was this Tony Pollard all throughout the season? If he would have been running like this, then Cam Ward definitely would have been looking a lot better. Because it's just hard for a rookie quarterback to go out there and get wins when, 1, you ain't got no receivers to go out there and get the ball, and 2, when you ain't got a running game to take a lot of pressures off of you. But Tony Pollard looks like he's finally getting his act together. Too bad it's at the late of the season. But yeah, this is another team that needs to be looking to lose games to improve their draft stock. Next game, Jaguars and the Broncos. These Jags is looking real good. Looking real good. And I knew better to take the Broncos. I feel like I can never predict the Broncos right. So, when I pick them, they lose. When I don't pick them, they win. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. So they end up getting smacked this game. Trevor Lawrence is looking like the truth. I thought he was going to commit a turnover against this strong defense, but he carved them up. 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, and another touchdown on the ground. So he had 4 touchdowns total this game. The Knicks, Bo Nix was looking pretty good. Had 352 yards. But yeah, that more speaks to the volume. He passed the ball 47 times. And then Harvey looks like he's showing something, but I still don't believe him as a bell cow. I always fade this team because they lost Dobbins and Harvey. he's just not like a true running back in my opinion. He's great out the backfield catching the ball, but when it comes to getting them tough yards, he's not really gonna get them. I know he had that one run, and that one run was pretty much all he had. Even though he only had 7 carries that game. Next game, the Falcons and the Cardinals. It was an L for me, man. The Cardinals came out strong, and I was feeling good. I was feeling confident. They ended up messing up my parlay, so I'm a little bitter about this game. But yeah, they had the lead. I don't know what Trey McBride was doing. I don't know who Elijah Higgins was, but he took all the targets, seven catches for 91 yards. We need that going to Trey McBride. Like, I know you're trying to show you a player too, you're a tight end, but that was Trey time. That was Trey targets. You took his targets, and they end up losing the game because you're not Trey McBride. But yeah, they really lost the game too because they couldn't stop this run game. Cardinals can't stop nobody run game, and when you got B. John in town, you know you're gonna have some difficulties. But Robinson and Algier, they both did their thing, so I'll hold that L on that one. But Cardinals had their opportunities, they just kind of stalled out. The kicker, he missed 2 field goals, so that's 6 points right there. But yeah, Cardinals had the opportunities to win this game. Next game, this game was surprising. I was not expecting the Raiders to give the Texans this many problems. Outside that one touchdown that the defense scored on for the Texans with that pick 6, this Texans team was really being had with the Raiders. Like, Genty popped off in a major way. Like, I don't want to hear nobody say that Genty is not elite. Like, the Raiders got a lot of offensive line problems anyway. But he had 188 yards. So all-purpose yards with 2 touchdowns. So this whole season, Genty has been just left out to dry. I know Bowers, he's been getting it done too, so I can't discredit the efforts of Brock Bowers. He ended up having a touchdown too. But, this is another team that needs a quarterback. So I don't know. Maybe Tua can be over here, and I don't like Tua, but I know a lot of teams are gonna be calling about him because he's a veteran, and he showed he can sustain some good drives. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Tua gonna be at, but the Raiders, they definitely need a quarterback. But they need to address the offensive line first. But they got 2 good talents in Bowers and Genty. It's just a shame to see that these gentlemen is having a tough time due to the quarterback play. Next game was an L. Was expecting the Steelers to come out a little flat this game. Lions were at home. Lions coming off the loss, so Lions was another team that win one, lose one, win one, lose one. But they ended up losing 2 back-to-back, and then now they're out of the playoffs. So, yeah, maybe they was looking forward to this Christmas game. But yeah, they couldn't stop anybody on this Steelers team. Low key, Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell is a very underrated backfield, and they giving a lot of people problems. Like, would not expect 2 of these smaller, because they both like smaller running backs. But Jalen Warren, he had 2 touchdown drives that was 45 yards, so he was just ripping into the Lions. Lions got a lot of a lot of defensive injuries. So, that probably spoke to that. But, yeah, this is a very underrated backfield. DK, he ended up doing some dumb stuff, and he out for 2 games. So, that leaves the window open for the Ravens a little bit. So, we'll see how this division shakes up in the next couple of weeks. But, yeah, another game where Gibbs didn't have too big of a showing. He had 66 yards through the air and only 2 on the ground, making that 68 all-purpose yards. He had 1 touchdown, but anytime Gibbs have less than 100 yards, the Lions is going to lose this game. Next game, this is the last game on Sunday night. The Patriots and the Ravens. Patriots end up getting that win, which I expected. Yeah, they had to come back for this one, and Lamar ended up getting hurt again. His back was hurt. I was not looking at the injury notes and the injury stats, so I'm not sure if it's too serious or whatnot. But Henry had a good game, 2 touchdowns. Don't know why they, don't really. I mean, he had that fumble too, but that was early in the game. So they definitely need to roll with Henry some more. Stop giving Zay Flowers the ball so much. That dude had another fumble. Like, that dude is so irritating. I'm glad I ain't a Ravens fan, because I would have did something to Zay Flowers, because that dude just be pissing me off every time I see him on the field. He running sideways, never up the field. But yeah, Drake May got it done. Over 300 yards, looking like a strong MVP candidate. It's really gonna come down to him and Stafford. Drake May got the better record, so they might show some love to Drake May this season. And then last game was on Monday Night Football, 49ers and the Colts. Anybody could have predicted this one. Phillip Rivers, he's only doing. He had a good game, had a great game, but this 49ers had way too much offensive power, and their defense could not keep up. The Colts defense could not keep up. Sauce Gardner was not playing in this game. Even if he was, I'm not sure it would have made much of a difference. Even if Daniel Jones was playing this game, I think 49ers still would have won. That's how good the 49ers are. But yes, those were my Week 16 picks. Finished 10-5, like I said when I started the video. Not gonna include the Rams and Seahawks. Had I included, would have went 11-5. But solid, above 500. Not quite into the teens where I keep talking about I'm striving for. And yeah, y'all gotta be in tune with my next preview show. It's gonna come out real soon, so make sure y'all hit the bell notification. It's gonna be called Week 16 Preview Show. And I'm going to do the same type of thing where I preview all the games on the card, give you my leans, give you my feels on types of money lines, and maybe some player props you can take as well. So definitely hit that bell notification, and drop in the comments what I'm feeling, how y'all feeling about the videos and whatnot. But yes, see ya.